I am an eternal optimist. So please, God, don't tell me that you're an eternal pessimist.
I like to say I'm a realist.
Oh, it's great. We're going to get along great. This is going to be great.
This is Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up from home. Whoa!
Cubs down to their final out. Carson Kelly grounded to short. Ortiz makes the play. Ball game over. The Brewers will play for the pennant.
I'm ready. Just had to get changed quick. Who is that audio courtesy of? It's the greatest audio in Brewers history, in my opinion.
It's the national broadcast.
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fox. What's up, Wisconsin? Happy Cubs Brewers
I
weekend.
can't get over that.
You like it? Turn it on YouTube. You're going to want to see this. Inside Wisconsin Sports. Trevor Thomas, Josh Albrecht.
Hi.
Really great sweatshirt. I mean, with all due respect to the what? That was quick.
Yeah.
4-year-old just disappeared on us.
He did. Sorry about that.
That's right.
I'm trying to. You got to get on YouTube. That is a custom piece.
It is a custom piece. But so for those of you listening to the radio, shout out Wisconsin Clothing Company. They actually created these non-custom, which was apparently frowned upon.
Weird
for some reason. I don't know why. So I was down there doing Inside Wisconsin Deeper Roots thing a while back, and I saw this, and I'm like, I have questions. And they said, so for those that can't see it, it is a white crew neck sweatshirt with a picture of a former Brewers manager with a giant blue L over it.
Fly the L.
Fly the L. That's the goal this weekend at AmFam Field. Fly the L. Cubs come to town Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The good news is we've got about as good of pitching on. Hold on.
Thank you.
We've got about as good of pitching on the mound as we could possibly have.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at a 3-game series setup, that's what you'd ask for. These 3 guys.
Well, let's jump into it then, shall we? Let's play catch up. Here we go.
Packers.
Did I say Wisconsin Sports Radio Network Studios powered by the Potawatomi Sports Oak? I don't think so. I just got a little excited. Yeah.
That's such a good shirt.
We don't wake a baby when they're sleeping. So there's your report on the Packers. They need the rest. Let's just all settle down and chill for the summer. I didn't see anything. Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything. I was glad to not see anything.
Yeah, same. I think seeing something other than just cool stuff from the Packers social media team. Other than that, I'm good.
Yep.
Brewers.
100% agree.
Brewers.
Okay, let's cover what happened versus what's gonna real quick. Craig Yoho, appreciate you. Have a great time in Nashville.
Yep.
Welcome back, Jared Koenig. Outstanding to have him back for this weekend especially. How do you feel about that?
I mean, let's start by just saying, did this not seem like it kind of came out of nowhere? I feel like we've been waiting for so long, and then it was like, okay, now I feel like it was earlier this week or late last week where we were asking the questions of where is Jared Koenig?
Jared Koenig was on the mound in Nashville when Cooper Pratt got called up. So we knew he was down there rehabbing. We just didn't know when we were going to get him back. Turns out this weekend. Timing, fantastic.
Yes.
Grateful to have him back. Hopefully he's in the form that he used to be, because now we have 2 setup men.
Right. Which you talk about timing. Literally yesterday on the show, we were talking about what do the Brewers need most? Do they need a bat? Do they need a bullpen guy? And this is the reason why the conversation of what the Brewers need has been so interesting, because it seems like whenever we focus on something we need, then we internally get it. We don't have to go and trade or do something. We're bringing it up. We're getting it back from injury. We're filling those holes with players already on the roster.
And it's pretty crazy to think that the roster was pretty stacked at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, like this guy was on the team. He was on the 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Craig Yoho did a decent job for the Brewers, but back down, not quite ready. So anyway, good to have Jared Koenig back in the rotation from the bullpen for this big weekend series against the Cubs. Miz the Magnificent back on the mound tonight. It's the first time he is back on the mound at home since the complete game one hitter versus the Phillies.
Yeah.
Now, Miz, eyeballs here for a second. You're going to get a little jacked up tonight. And you didn't necessarily have the greatest, I mean, it was a great pitching performance, but he did things in Atlanta that he's not used to doing, which is giving up runs,
right,
and not having double-digit strikeouts. So let's just rebound, shall we? Like, come on home. This is going to be an amped weekend. It is Wisco jersey weekend all weekend long. This was the series, right, Josh, where they're wearing the Wisco stuff all weekend.
Correct.
So ironically, the last time he pitched at home, when he did the one-hitter thing, possibly the greatest pitching performance ever, he was in the Wisco jersey.
So he's comfortable in the jersey.
Yeah, let's do that. You're going this weekend?
Yes. I will not see it. Not tonight. Won't see Miz. We'll be there Saturday. And I know there are gonna be a lot of people. I don't know if the game's a complete sellout, but it's pretty close. And
go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say anytime the Cubs are in town, it doesn't matter, even if they're slumping. I will say too, anyone that goes, yeah, listen, this is in the bag. The Cubs are struggling, and we have our best pitchers on the mound. It's kind of the same as Packers Bears. Even when the Bears are having a down year, right? It's just you feel like those rivalry games, they play different. And also keep in mind the Cubs are coming off that beating of the Mets, which are just a complete dumpster fire.
I saw a tweet yesterday that said the Mets are thinking about getting rid of David Stearns.
Right?
Whoa,
well,
what a flop.
When they got Freddie prior to the season, you're listening to the national media, and they're like all about it. They're all about look at what the Mets can be this year. And in comparison to where they are now, I'm not surprised that in New York, those conversations are happening.
Well, they certainly are. But the problem is he did well with the Brewers.
The Brewers.
Well, they're waiting.
Right.
Yoo-hoo.
Right.
Hello.
Just trying to get what we paid for here.
How big of a series is this, Josh?
I still think it's a big series. I think it's a big series because this really is an opportunity to distance yourself a pretty nice chunk from the Cubs, which I'm still hearing from a lot of Brewers fans. They think, by the end of the regular season, the Cardinals will fall off, and it'll still be a race between the Brewers and the Cubs, just like it was supposed to be and how it was in the beginning of the season. And I go,
the Cardinals are really used to ruining some stuff, too.
That's why I hate them, because they're,
right.
They're very good at doing that. They've done that a lot of my fandom life.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't get better at AmFam Field. Game time tonight, 6:45, 6:10 tomorrow, and 1:10 on Sunday. And then this is a 7-game homestand. The Reds come back to town. We just got done sweeping them. They're annoyed. 4 games in a row for the Reds and the Brewers at AmFam. A 7-game homestand. Enjoy it while you can, because they gone after that. And that's the big West Coast trip that they do every year. Arizona, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. I mean, they start in the West Coast and work their way back. But Cubs first.
Yep. Got to take care of business at home this weekend.
All right. On to the Badgers.
Badgers.
You know what? If you don't want to talk about the AD, fine. We'll talk about football then. If this is what you want to do and just drag your feet and go, hey, look over here. There's still no athletic director. Look over here. All right, fine then. We'll talk about football. So this is the crazy part. I type into AI this morning just to see what it's going to tell me. Why will the Wisconsin Badgers football team be good this year?
Oh.
Ready?
Okay.
They can be, in quotes, good this year because the bar is finally low enough.
Oh, wow.
And then it writes a paragraph to tell me why they've sucked under Fickle.
Oh,
you know what, Madison?
That's bad.
You could have avoided this. Just hire an AD and give us some time with them.
Oh, that's the AI response too.
Literally.
Oh, no.
They can be good this year because the bar is finally low enough and the roster has some answers to the specific things that killed them in the past. Just hire an AD and get it over with.
Yeah. I mean, you
Summer's
got to
here,
change.
folks.
You got to change that narrative, though, regardless of the AD. When the internet by itself is putting together an answer, and that's the answer.
The internet
Yikes.
says good probably means 6 and 7, and bowl eligible again. Oh, how far we've fallen.
Yeah. Oh man, that's depressing.
Sorry. Well, we said it yesterday. We think we figured it out. They're not hiring an AD because everybody that does what we do would typically talk about football this time of year. But instead, we're going, well, there's no chancellor. There's no athletic director. I don't think anybody's really running the whole system.
Right.
So look over here. Shiny thing. Hi, no athletic director. What's going to happen? Nobody knows. Oh, let's talk about football or not. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want
That's
to talk about the Bucks either, for the record.
Oh, why?
Do you?
Bucks.
I just think it's better off left untouched at the moment.
Well, I mean,
It
at
was
this point, but you'll have some pressers with the,
Some intros.
Yep.
I just want the dust to settle.
Yeah.
And I feel like it needs the weekend. You know what I mean? Like everybody
It's gonna get stirred up. At this point, this is what I'm talking. Like at this point, anytime we see Giannis doing anything on social media in Miami,
his divorce body.
oh, it's gonna be, he's doing that. Oh, look how happy he is. It's gonna all, even if that dust settles over the weekend, it's gonna come right back up.
I know.
The first time there's something. This is just part of it. We went through it. It was exactly the same with Favre, Rodgers.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Oh, yeah. Rodgers showed up courtside at a Knicks game like the next day or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. You remember how we all
Happy for
felt? Not great.
Not great. That's what I'm saying. Let's just let the dust settle for a second here. And I mean, that was a bad week.
Right. That was a tough one. Yeah. I'm
In the
just.
grand scheme of Bucks weeks, that was a big one.
Did you see? There's a mural of Giannis
Mhm.
in the city of Milwaukee,
Mhm.
and people were putting jerseys, and
Yeah, he's not dead.
he commented that. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
On a I think it was Spectrum News put out like a post saying like Giannis fans are leaving, memorabilia and things thanking him. He commented on their post and said, "People, I'm not dead."
Yeah. Well, that's what it seems like.
But people were responding to his tweet or his comment saying, "You don't get it, do you? You are. You're dead to us."
Dead to us.
I was
Jeez.
like, guys, what are
See?
we
The
doing?
dust needs to settle. The dust needs to. When Bob Uecker died, people put things at his statue at Miller Park
Right.
because he died.
Right. He was literally no longer with us.
Literally gone. I saw that with the jerseys and oh man, I was like, well, if they're having a funeral for him, I guess, fine. You go ahead and grieve the way you need to grieve.
Well, that's just the thing. In a lot of people's minds, this is their equivalent. If he's not playing for the Bucks, they're not paying attention to him. Plain and simple.
All right, anything else?
Anything else?
My understanding is
Mm-hmm.
there was a little golf yesterday.
Oh.
So if you missed it, before last weekend,
Mhm.
I sponsored Josh's Summerfest X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge.
Yes.
It's happening again today down at Summerfest with the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. They're live. Sparky and Wisconsin Sports Daily will broadcast live this afternoon at Summerfest starting at 2. The rules are this. You get to tee up 3 balls for $10 for the chance to hit a hole-in-one. And if you do so, you win $5,000. So last Friday, probably, I Venmo'd Josh $10.
Mhm.
And I said, I will sponsor this because I think it's good content. Then Rami and I bet $10 that you were either going to get it on the green or not get it on the green. Rami said no quickly. And I said, well, all right, then I'll take, I'm going to win my $10 back by Josh getting it on the green. So last night, you go to Summerfest with a bunch of you call them shirt nerds.
Yes.
They're all in town this weekend.
Yes. I'm hosting a meetup of shirt nerds from all over the country.
How many are here?
I want to say yesterday we had about 25 to 30.
Okay.
And that was the early bird. So there's going to be about 70 of us at the Brewer game on Saturday.
70?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a cult, huh?
Yeah.
Do you guys have church on Sunday morning? Like, what do you rent out a gym or something?
No, we're going to be sleeping in, I think, Sunday morning. But yeah. So anyway, we were there last night, and we are at Summerfest.
Is there video?
There is video. I have to post it. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do this with your bet, because first of all, it took me 4 balls, not 3.
Well, you only get 3.
Yeah, but there was another one that was just there. I don't know. Someone didn't hit it. And so I said, dang it, give me one more. And then that one went on. So if it's...
Well, now what?
Right. But here's the other thing. It went on the green, but then it rolled off the back. So that was the other part of this that I didn't know, like, semantics was, did it need to stay on the green? Or, well, you guys just said it had to... and that was the thing. I didn't remember if Rami said it just had to hit the island or if it needed to stay on the green.
There's a lot of time between now and when Rami joins us to cross over with 9 to noon.
Yeah.
You got a little homework. We got to pull this audio.
We got to pull it up. I will tell you, I was still impressed that even happened.
Okay. How long is the shot?
I think it was 143 yards. So
what golf club did we choose?
I don't know. I think it was 4 or 6. I'm a lefty. So I'm just whatever rental lefty clubs are there. They don't have as many for you to choose from if you're a lefty.
Well, specifics matter in golf, Josh. Like 4-iron is different. You know why you can hold a 4-iron up in a lightning storm, right? Because God can't even hit it.
Oh,
that's
brilliant.
A tough club.
Yeah. I want to say it was a 6-iron.
That would be more plausible for 143 yards, probably into the wind off the lake. I'll give you that.
Well, also, like it shot over, like it would have gone way over the hole if it was like an actual.
All right. Did
shot.
They not have a 7 or an 8?
Not that I saw.
Did we adjust our swing after the first one went screaming over the green?
No. It just went, all right, hey, I almost hit it.
Okay. So shot 1, way over. Shot 2?
No. Shot 1 went like 12 feet into the water.
Right.
Okay. Shot
Warm
1 was,
swing.
I was like,
you know what?
Oh, Trevor's
swing.
losing his money for sure. Like that was the analysis after the first shot.
Great.
Was, this is terrible. I feel awful. This isn't going to go well at all. And then shot 2 was the one that actually, it was close. It was long and a little to the right. And then shot 3 was the one that actually got on and then rolled off and then shot 3 was short. And then the 4th shot was the one that went on the green and then whoop, right off the back.
And you celebrated hitting the green, I guarantee.
Oh, I sure did. I said, let's go. My friends were nice enough to be chanting, getting a "You Suck, Josh" chant started.
Okay, perfect.
As I was trying to accomplish this, so that also helped.
I blame them.
I will post a video later at On Air Josh, and during breaks, I will make sure we get the clarification to find out exactly who won the bet.
414-677-1250. That's the Nicolay Law talk and text line. Are you headed to the Brewers Cubs series this weekend? If you are, what are your expectations? There are disappointments waiting to happen, by the way, but nonetheless, we certainly have them for this Brewers Cubs series, especially the way the Brewers just came off the series in Cincinnati, sweeping the Reds. Which day you going? Tonight, tomorrow, day game on Sunday? You're not going to see Josh at that one. He's sleeping in with the Shirt Nerd crew. 70, like that's a hell of a tailgate. Did you have it catered?
Yeah, we're having a cater. You know, burgers, brats.
But you're not doing the work yourself.
No.
No.
That's a lot of food to cook.
Well, yeah, but you can also pre-cook it and put it in a Nesco.
That's true. No, our friends at Henry Flocks are helping us out.
Outstanding. That's going to be a great time. All right, when we get back, I have questions. The question is simple. You headed to the games this weekend? What are your expectations? You having fun? Where are you sitting? I'm looking for... I don't ever buy tickets in advance. I'm always a secondary market guy because I really want good seats. And if I can afford them, which at first glance, I cannot. But we'll see if I end up there or not. All right, we're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Good morning.
When things just don't add up, Trevor and Josh ask the hard questions or just point out how messed up stuff is.
I only have one question.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
Do you view this season as a failure?
You asked me the same question last year.
What's the most important question the Badgers have to answer Saturday?
This is a great question. Oh my God, this is a great question.
It's time for I Have Questions, presented by Capital Credit Union, doing the right thing on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
In sports and in life, the right partner matters. At Capital Credit Union, they are there for you every step of the way. Capital Credit Union, doing the right thing. Text money to 79489 to see how Capital Credit Union can do the right thing by you. There's an update on our bet already.
Oh, what's that?
Somebody on the YouTube.
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Chris on the YouTube stream goes, guys, I hate to say it. I think you lost that bet, Trevor.
So that's the heart. I almost swore 3 times in a row right there.
I'm so glad you didn't.
We have a dumb button. We haven't used it yet. Have we used it yet?
I think, yeah. Once or twice.
Have?
Yeah.
What did I say?
But I'm not going to say it now.
Probably not. Yeah. I think I lost the bet. That sucks. I'm just trying to come up with a way around it that I didn't, and I can't.
Well, here's the thing. It was very throw together, what can be done. Was it explaining, all right, Josh, you're going to have 3 shots, and you have to do this, and you have to land it on the green. It needs to stay on the green. None of those it was, do you think he can hit the green? That's what I remember the bet being. And
okay.
So we're going to go back.
Man. If that's true, I feel really good about that.
Go back, going to pull that audio before Rami is here at the end of the show. We will have that audio.
All right, 414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law Talk and Text line. I have questions. It's simple. You guys headed to the Brewers Cubs series this weekend at AmFam Field, a 3-game set. The Wisco jerseys will be abound all weekend long. And the Brewers have their stud pitchers on the mound, Josh. Miz tonight, Kyle Harrison tomorrow, and welcome back. There's a part of me that wants to go on Sunday just to hear the crowd welcome back Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, out of these 3 games, obviously all of them are important, but if you could have one be a guaranteed win, which one would you want the most?
Oh, wow. I hope they win all 3, obviously,
right,
but if I had to
and I'm not saying the other ones will be losses, but if there was just, you could guarantee one of them, which one would it be?
Woody.
Yeah, win on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that's because I hope that's the game for the sweep, number 1. Number 2, Woody deserves the ovation that he's going to get at AmFam Field, which is, I guess, a hidden message way of saying, you better welcome back Brandon Woodruff on Sunday in a way that he would feel like he just hit a home run off Clayton Kershaw.
Sure.
That guy has been through it. And here he is against the Cubs at home. So I'd say Sunday. What about you?
I was going between that and tonight. I really feel like there's something. I love the push for Miz for Cy Young, right? Obviously, I think that he's deserving. There are a lot of good pitchers though in the league right now, and so I would every time he's pitching, it's more than just are they going to win? It's are we going to see that dominating performance from Miz that leads to the conversation of how are you going to give the award to anyone else? If Miz comes out tonight and has a night, anything close to that complete game, I'm saying if he goes 11 strikeouts through 8, the roof's going to collapse. People are going to be screaming so loud. Everything's amplified against the Cubs. And if Miz can put on that type of performance at home against the Cubs, it's going to be an electric factory.
Jeff from Fox Point on the Nicolay Law Talk and Text line, 414-677-1250. Jeff says, I'm going tonight to the Brewer game with my bride and sitting in the club level. Nobody likes a bragger, Jeff. We are tailgating before with other family members. Miz, in my prediction, says Jeff from Fox Point, will have 10 strikeouts, and the Brewers will win tonight 6-1. Fly the L. Go Brewers.
I love everything about that. Let's have it be that. I'll like it even more if that one run for the Cubs comes from whoever's pitching the 8th or the 9th and not Miz. If Miz goes scoreless on top of it.
100% chance we see Koenig tonight?
Ooh. Yeah.
Got to have him, right?
Right. At least, yeah. Even if they're up by 10, I think you still see him.
Here's a question on the day. Do you think we get an update on Murph?
Oh, yes. McCalvy's so good.
Yeah.
There's got to be, he'll put something out there.
I wonder, we'll see if he's there. I guess that's going to be a dead giveaway too.
Right.
The 262 asks, and I have questions with Capital Credit Union. Do you guys get in trouble for using the dump button or only if you don't use it? My understanding is only if we don't use it. Things happen.
If we needed to use it and don't use it, that's when we get in trouble.
Right. But if we need to use it and use it, I think we're good.
Right. That's why it exists. I mean, it's not something I don't think they prefer that it get used 7 times a day by any means. But
I think whatever. So the dump button doesn't work on YouTube.
No.
And wherever else we're streaming live video, if you want to come and check out my sweatshirt, it's pretty cool.
No big deal.
No bigs.
Yeah. Yes. But to answer your question, no, we don't get in trouble for using the dump button. It's encouraged when needed.
Well, the bosses don't know. If we use it correctly, they won't know.
There might be a report that's generated.
Why? How?
When we have to dump.
One?
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't be surprised if there was something that generated the amount of times that audio was
you think
dumped.
they get a notification that was like at 8:03 this morning, Trevor and Josh used the dump button.
Yeah.
Really?
There might be.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Come here, boys. What'd you say?
Hey, so just want to talk to you about this message I got.
Did you hit for what?
Hey, how about this question from the 920? If the Brewers sweep the Cubs, does Counsell get fired?
Wow. Did they not have a good series against the Mets?
Right. I'm kind of with Rami now that I don't think Counsell's gone regardless of what happens this season. I don't.
No matter if they don't. What if they don't make the playoffs?
Still don't think he's gone. I think he'd have to have a bad season this season and next season.
If Counsell got fired by the Cubs and the Brewers said, you could come back and be Murph's bench coach.
No. I don't know. I don't think he could ever coach for the Brewers again in any shape or form.
Not even tuck tail?
Nope. I think that when his time in Chicago is done, if he doesn't have major success there, if he stays completely out of the spotlight for a couple of years and everyone has moved on, there might be hey, it's Craig Counsell like 5 to 10 years later. I think it's going to take time.
We've been forced to forgive, Giannis being the latest one,
for
us to go, dude.
Right.
I feel like Craig Counsell's the hardest. Not Aaron Rodgers or Favre, although that one was hard. Giannis, I think, will be an easy forgive probably by the time he comes back in a Heat uniform, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really don't think people are going to boo him. I don't think, much like Giannis said in that article with Jim Ozarski in the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, I don't think they have the cojones to trade me.
Right.
I don't think people have the cojones to be the 1 or 2 that boo Giannis when he comes back from the Heat section of the world.
Man, I'll tell you, if they do, I'm going to be really disappointed. Like we gotta be better than that.
There's going to be, you were pretty surprised by the shakedown this week, though.
I was.
I respectfully, which is when you say things first and then come in with a dagger, because that's how life works. Like if you say respectfully first,
right,
you get to say whatever you want afterwards.
Yeah.
You also, though, have rose-colored glasses with Giannis, and therefore watching someone be offended by what happened with Giannis, presumably, is harder for you.
Sure, but also, the fact that there were people that felt that way was not surprising.
True.
The amount of people that felt that way was what got me as oh my. Like it was, especially that first day afterwards, I would say on the talking text line, 90%. I mean, it was
90% of them. You're right.
it was overwhelming.
That was a moment where we would have had to use the dump button.
Yeah, right.
I've thought about calling in before, but you would absolutely need to use the dump button for me. I have such a potty mouth. That's Josie. You do.
Yeah. So
Confirmed. Confirmed. Thank you for texting.
Yep. That's
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talking text line.
920 said, guarantee win tonight with the Miz, especially because I'm going with a Cubs fan. So going with the Cubs fan with your superstition is a guarantee win for the Brewers? That's interesting.
Yeah, we have questions. Actually, we have questions.
Yeah.
If you could elaborate, that would be wonderful. Here's a question from Bob in Minneapolis. What does that mean? What is the difference between denial and being positive? Bob, I don't think you understand what we do for a living. That is a deep question that I don't think we have the ability to answer in this moment at 6:38 in the morning. Am I wrong on
wow. Look at this starting to come in now. The 920.
Oh, all of this is in regards to Giannis and the booze.
First game back in Milwaukee, I'm booing Giannis. I'm going to hold up a bunch of signs with all of his lies about loyalty, and I'm not leaving after that. He'll and I'm not leaving. And then he says, after that, he'll no longer be booed.
Okay. So
he's
no
saying
red
one time, booze. Anytime he comes back after that, fine. Very interesting.
Yeah, the signs, that'll be something. That was quick, Josh, for someone to go, ha, cute. No, we're going to let him know how we feel.
Right.
Man. All right, the most electrifying sound of the day is next. Shocker. It comes from a Brewers-Cubs game that may or may not. Nah, it's not Cubs, is it? That was the open. This is just from a Brewers game with the Miz.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. All right, we're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
It's time for
The most electrifying,
sound of the day
the most electrifying.
on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Brought to you by Best Electric. Learn more at bestelect.com. Don't stress. Connect with the best.
He's done it! A complete game shutout for Jacob Mizorowski, and he strikes out 15.
Oh, take us back. That was Miz with his complete game shutout, call courtesy of Jeff Levering and Brewers TV. And that is the most electrifying sound of the day, brought to you by our friends at Best Electric. Remember, no job is too big or too small for Best Electric. Don't stress. Connect with the best. Call them today or visit bestelect.com. Trev, could that be the only thing that made that moment better? Would have been if it was against the Cubs?
Yeah. I mean, that one hit would have been cool not to have.
Okay, fair. Yes. But, like, just thinking about how amazing that was.
Yeah.
If that would have been, if you could have transferred that performance to tonight.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, now that you like painted that, that would have been it.
That would have been it. Imagine those Cubs fans walking out of American Family Field just having to go, what do you do against that? Oh, man. That's the stuff you dream about as a Brewers fan.
There's definitely a fight. If that would have, there's definitely a fight.
Probably.
I don't condone it, but there's definitely a fight. Something dawned on me over the break.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Okay.
What'd you do last night?
Last night we did a bar crawl that led us to Summerfest.
Okay.
Where we were through the night.
What are you doing tonight?
Tonight we are going to, I'm giving everyone the supper, the supper club experience. So
Salad bar?
we're no.
Stupid.
No, because you don't need to have a salad bar for it to be a supper club. And at Henry Flock's. And then after that, we're going back down to Summerfest.
Okay. What are you doing tomorrow?
And then tomorrow, we're going to go to Ope Brewing in West Dallas and then go to the Brewer game.
Josh.
Yeah. Oh, my
That's
God.
a trifecta.
No, it's not.
Yes. Your reaction proves it was. Ha!
No, but because I realized I was doing multiple things, but now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm going to Summerfest 2 days in 2 of the 3 days.
If it's ticketed, it doesn't matter.
I don't think it can be a trifecta. I'm doing the same event twice.
I don't care if it's ticketed and it's an event. That's the definition for me of trifecta. If you need a ticket to get in, and you listen, how'd you feel this morning?
Tired.
Okay. Why? Because you were at an event last night. Tonight, you're going to an event. You're going to see, you know what? Part of why everybody was on me. I don't know. I'm trying to choose my words correctly. The whole dump button thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was on me about going to Luke Combs 2 days in a row. All right. That was the same artist. You're using a ticket to get into an event to see brand new music tonight.
Yes, that is true.
So
also,
it's not the same Brewers game 2 days in a row. It's not the same Luke Combs, even though I think that's crap. That was a quadfecta. This is different artists. You went to a concert last night. Who'd you see last night?
We saw Vertical Horizon. Which played.
Cool.
Shout
Are
out
they
to the
playing
90s.
tonight?
I don't even know who we're seeing
No,
tonight.
the answer is no.
Okay.
Who
They're
you
not.
wanna see
They're not
tonight?
playing night. I don't know who we're seeing.
But it's not them.
No.
And
Also,
there's-
shout
you
out. We
need
saw Pat McCurdy last night, which was great.
Play a song for him.
Yeah. Hey, Patty.
You need a ticket to get in. I think, dude, welcome. You're going to have to accept it. I mean, there's just no way around it. You're going to 3 events in 3 days that all have to have a ticket to get in. Whether you paid for the ticket or not, doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure you didn't pay for your ticket to walk into Summerfest.
No.
If you did, I have questions.
But also...
Trevor's troll.
No.
Josh is off on Monday.
No, I'm not. And also, I'd like to point out, Trevor's troll, I also am here today.
Yeah,
I'm still here today. Although, gosh, do I wish I would have had a few Diet Sprites mixed in there.
See? Now all of a sudden Diet Sprites on a random Thursday night are okay.
Well, I didn't say that.
I didn't go to softball last night because we didn't play till 9:35. Hashtag winners, Pink Flamingos. Saw the text this morning.
Saw it this morning. Yeah.
Yeah. I was in bed before 10. Very happy. What time did you go to bed?
I don't remember.
Wow.
It was after 10.
You're going to be so
sure.
hungover at noon.
No.
Yours don't come later?
No.
If I'm out late.
Mine came already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's in my older age. For some reason, I can wake up and go, oh, okay. And then noon hits and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, no. No, I also didn't go. I wasn't that gone by any means. Like I just was.
You don't remember what time you got home?
No, not exactly. It was probably 11:30 maybe. No, it might have even been a little earlier than that. I didn't have as much fun as I could have because I was also hosting people that had never been here.
So
they're
staying
going
at your house?
No, but like when you're taking them through Milwaukee and they're going, what's that building? Hey, what's that over there? Hey, I have to go to the bathroom. Do you know a place in my You're answering a lot of questions for people.
Did you give a bus tour?
Not exactly a bus tour, but I mean, people have questions.
On your left,
right?
This is Fiserv Forum. It used to be a hell of a place to watch a basketball game.
We did joke. You know, there's a building that used to be the Ladybug Club. The Ladybugs are on a building.
Yeah.
I mean, they all stopped and took out their phones to take a picture. I went, this is a tourist group. I'm literally walking a tourist group around.
Did you lead them in prayer at Giannis's mural?
No, we did not stop at the mural.
We remember Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes. And then he texted me and said, guys, I'm not dead.
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talk and text line.
Can we just quickly, before we get out, set up how much venting is about to happen about something that I don't even know we really care about? Like, I am more upset about this than I am the actual event itself and being enjoyable.
So here's the crazy part.
Crazy.
Did you vote?
No.
Not a single time.
Nope.
The Malott Meets Morning Mind Dump, me neither, is going to talk about why the Major League Baseball All-Star voting system is completely effing broken. Not a single Brewer is in the finalists category for any position in the NL side of the All-Star game. None. Now, guess what? I didn't vote. Josh didn't vote. I'm guessing a lot of you out there across the state of Wisconsin on the Nicolay Law Talk and text line, 414-677-1250, didn't vote. I clicked the link one time and it asked for all my information. And
Right,
I was like, this is stupid.
Right. Let us add you to an email list.
I'm mind dumping you already. What the hell am I going to talk about?
I know.
I'm going to repeat it. I think it's absolutely stupid. Where are you guys sitting tomorrow?
Oh, we're up in the nosebleeds.
Are you by chance? Are you going to take your Roosevelt shirts off?
Okay, listen. That a thought didn't even occur to me that we could be near the tarps off section until last night when someone that's in the group that's local said, wait, are we near the and I went, God,
what section?
no.
What section?
We're 414, 413.
It's 439, 440, I
Perfect.
think, all the way down the left field line.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah.
Some of your shirt nerd people will go over there.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Wrap that Roosevelt around their head. The Malott Meets Morning Mind Up is next. No Brewers in the All-Star game. Definitely not starting. Maybe reserves or whatever.
Gross.
And it's stupid. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. I am an eternal optimist. So please, God, don't tell me that you're an eternal pessimist.
I like to say I'm a realist.
Oh, great. We're going to get along great. This is going to be great.
This is Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa!
Comes down to their final out. Carson Kelly grounded to short. Ortiz makes the play. Ball game over. The Brewers will play for the pennant.
We were there, right?
No.
Weren't
That was game 5. That was the lock-in. I wasn't at game 5. Were you at game 5?
No. I think so. I thought we were.
Not together, for sure.
When did we sit together?
Game 1.
Did we go to the NLCS together?
Yes.
Got it. They all kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Game 1 only?
Yes.
I'd sent you tickets a lot for the, right?
Correct.
I just couldn't remember which one we went.
Correct. We weren't there for game 5. I know that.
Man, I don't know if I was either. I have to look back at my calendar. This is dumb. This brain, this whole no memory thing really makes me angry. I'll tell you about that a different day. What's up, Wisconsin?
Listen, there are definitely moments where you know where you were when it happened. You would have known if you were there.
I should.
Bro.
I have a photographic memory. So do you know anybody with a photographic memory? I have to see images in order to remember something.
Okay.
If I don't see it. And so right now I'm going through my head going, I can't picture what I just heard. Therefore, I don't think I was there, even though I know you and I went to a game or two or whatever it was. But that also would be a moment where I would, for non-alcoholic reasons, black out.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So even if I was there and had the ability to tap into the mental imagery, that would have been a moment where I was in euphoria, probably.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Hey, what's up, Wisconsin? Welcome to Hour 2. Hi, Inside Wisconsin Sports. Trevor Thomas, Josh Albrecht.
Hello.
Slap happy on a Friday, which is the way we like it.
That's true.
It's the way it's supposed to be. Time for the Malott Meets Morning Mind Up. This is a joke.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
The coffee is kicked in. We're awake and ready to roll. Let's get some things off our chest and out of our heads.
You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
We've got no food, we've got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
It's time for the Morning Mind Dump, presented by Malott Meats. High-quality meats at a fair price, safely delivered to your front door. To learn more, visit WisconsinMeatMarket.com. Experience the power of the family meal with Malott Meats on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
WisconsinMeatMarket.com. Experience the power of the family meal for the 4th of July. The Grillmaster Box, the Jumbo Grillmaster Box. You gotta get on it. Unless you're gonna pick it up. You need this for your 4th of July celebration. And from a planning perspective, I would say order it today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TikTok.
TikTok is right. July 1st is Wednesday. And everybody should be off on Friday. I know not everybody is off, but you should be, because that's the day that we're all supposed to acknowledge the 4th of July in America before the 4th of July. WisconsinMeatMarket.com. Malott Meats. High-quality meats at a fair price, safely delivered to your front door. To learn more, visit the WisconsinMeatMarket.com. WisconsinMeatMarket.com. No the. All right. We teased this before we got to the. I crossed my arms like a dad. That's how mad I am about this.
You'd
stupid.
pace if you could.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
It's worse.
I'm really not disappointed in any of us, though. Even though, like you, Josh, and like others that have already told us on the Nicolay Law talk and text line, that they didn't vote in the all-star voting, the fans voting portion of the all-star voting to vote in the starters for each team, the AL and the NL. It was all fan voting. Somebody said at 414-677-1250, that's the Nicolay Law talk and text line. Yeah, that's right. I'm absolutely not logging in to vote. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't a check the box thing, which would have kept it from being a bot thing, which would have kept it then from having all of the huge city team players in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or not. The MLB All-Star finalists for the National League are as follows, and I quote, first base, Freddie Freeman versus Matt Olson, or LA versus Atlanta.
Okay.
Second base, Ozzie Albies and Brian Stott, or Atlanta versus Philly. It gets worse. Shortstop, Washington versus LA. Third base, LA versus Philly. Catcher, Atlanta versus LA. Outfield, there's 3 positions, 6 players. 2 of them are from the Dodgers. 1's from the Phillies. 2 from Atlanta, and 1 with New York. But that logo right there is what gets me.
Which one?
Juan Soto.
Well, sure.
One of the worst teams in Major League Baseball has a finalist for the All-Star game.
I'm not going to lie. That doesn't bother me anywhere near as much as the voting essentially being like, yeah, Braves versus Dodgers. That's what's going to be in the NLCS. So let's just field those two teams for the All-Star game. What a joke.
What a joke is right. So, all right, then, if those that were willing to log in got to vote, then it simply comes down to simple math. The LA Dodgers have 3.8 million people in LA. Atlanta has scrolling. Wow, is Atlanta not as big as I thought it was?
It might not be.
Huh, weird. Who else is on there? I don't have that screen up. Philly, right there, 1.5 million people. They're 9th. Milwaukee, 562,000. All
right.
from the 2025 census. Atlanta, there they are, just below Milwaukee. But my point is, the voting is busted.
Can I also ask, why did this change? Why do they keep changing things, thinking that they'll get better? When you look at every type of all-star game across all of the professional sports, does it not seem like every time they go, oh, ratings are down, let's change something, it's worse? It's, oh, this is even worse than it was. Like I don't I don't understand why this needed to happen. What was
easy
broken?
answer? Money. I mean,
money. They weren't getting enough money because of the way that people were being voted into All-Star games.
No, it's about the big cities. They need ratings in order to sell advertising, and the All-Star game is in a bit of a pinch. I mean, look at the others right now. Out of all of the All-Star games, the baseball one is my favorite.
Correct, same.
But baseball is my favorite. The Pro Bowl, absolutely stupid. I don't even know what the NHL does. The NBA All-Star game might be the biggest joke of all of them. And so here we are, stuck with baseball and fan voting in order to choose starters. Now, okay, break this down once here. So it's not that it's the only way for a player to get in. Fans voting is for starters in the first round, and then the second round to ultimately get through these finalists. Fans don't vote for pitchers. So clearly we're going to have a few pitchers.
Right.
A few. It better be more than one pitcher from the Brewers in the All-Star game.
I mean, who's this? Harrison, right?
Yeah, and Miz.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the second one. Miz is assumed.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, though. I mean, from an all-star perspective.
Right.
I'd like to say, oh, Uribe or McGill, but we don't know which one closes. Is Aaron Ashby an all-star?
No, but wasn't there like some type of benchmark that he had to hit?
We thought so. No, fan voting, not for pitchers. So on that screen that comes up on the, we would ask, like, hey, why aren't they eligible for voting? Because they're pitchers.
Got it. Right. Because you can't vote for them.
Bingo. The reserves are not purely fan selected either. But this idea of voting for all-stars by the fans is nothing new. From 1970 till the present, fans have picked the all-star starting position players. The problem is this crap that you have to log in now. And bots ruined life.
So you're saying that the process didn't change, but I just don't remember a time.
No, the process changed for sure. That's the problem. There was paper ballots back in the day.
Well, sure, but how long ago were paper ballots?
But even then, you didn't need to log in.
I don't.
That's when I stopped. I went in to vote, and they're like, "Oh, give us your information." And no,
I don't remember though, and maybe this is just my not good memory. I don't remember it being this lopsided when it came to fan voting until now. And I'm trying to figure out what changed to cause that, because it was not like they had paper ballots last year. I feel like it's been years since I've seen a paper ballot.
I agree.
A long time. So
but I felt like
what
voting
changed
online
now?
was easier. Maybe you didn't need to log in until this year. But that's what got me.
I don't know.
I would have gladly clicked that and had a Google form open, and you just boop, 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 boop.
Let me ask you another question that might stir some people. Who are you most upset was snubbed in the fan voting, knowing that it was a position player? I mean, Terang, is that your... You could say Churio's been doing very well, but he didn't play for the first month of the season.
Process of elimination. We know who it's not. It's not Joio.
Well, right.
It's not Cooper Pratt.
Right.
Might be Terang. Definitely not Hamilton or Rengifo, clearly. He gone.
Right. Yelich.
It should be Jake Bowers.
It should be Jake Bowers, but Jake Bowers was going to be a long shot just in terms of not being a recognizable name as much.
Well, that's the problem, right? I mean, especially when you have to log in to vote, but he should be. I would make a case for Contreras.
Yeah.
You could kind of make a case for Churio, but you're right. I mean, missing the first month kind of hurts. But that's probably it.
That's why, like, as much, I'm more upset with the fact that only 5 teams are represented in the finals than I am the fact that there aren't 2 or 3 Brewers in the finals.
Well, that's why the system is broken. Because if there really are only 4 or 5 teams with one Met in the finalists, they're not really a team right now, then that's why this is busted. The starters of an all-star game in the past had a lot more flavor. There was just a lot more of all of the different guys. Now, one thing they did change for the all-star game, which I really appreciate, is that, well, at least last year, I think they went back to their own jerseys.
Yeah, that was huge. A lot of
what
people
if they
are
did
fan of
City
that.
Connect?
Oh, can you imagine if they all were in City Connect jerseys? That would be the worst. People would be so upset. I can't even tell who these guys play for. What does that jersey say?
Wisco? What
the heck is Wisco?
It's the most Wisconsin thing to walk in the All-Star game with a Wisco jersey on.
Oh, my God.
How you doing, guys? Good to see you.
That would be crazy. I don't know.
414-677-1250. Sorry, Josh.
No, that's
just
okay.
resetting. Nicolay Law talking text line. Go for it.
Yeah, they say, do we care about an All-Star game? No one watches the Pro Bowl or NBA All-Star game. Yeah, you know what one you didn't say on that list? The MLB All-Star game.
And I care about it.
And that's the one we're talking about. Essentially, it's, in my opinion, it's the last one standing. It's the last one that I still give even the tiniest little crap about.
Do you think they should bring back that whoever wins the All-Star game gets to host the
they
World
have
Series?
home field advantage, right? I loved that. And it always hurt. I mean, the Brewers were never.
Yeah, we didn't really care that much.
We never had a chance. But always hoping, hey, if the Brewers did pull something off, I need all of the NL powerhouses to play really well in this game. And then they'd lose. And they'd lose by a ton. And you'd go, oh, all right. Looks like the AL's hosting. So I did love it, though, because it gave it meaning. And then the argument was always, yeah, but this game's not supposed to have meaning. It's supposed to be an exhibition game.
I don't know about that. I love watching it. I love the changes that they've done to the All-Star game. There a few years back, they talked to Clayton Kershaw while he was pitching. And John Smoltz said, well, throw a slider. And Kershaw goes, I don't have a slider, Smoltzy, like during the middle of the game. I
Right.
love that stuff. Honestly, that draws me in. During one of the games of the NBA Finals, there was a broadcast with Pat McAfee. It was the first game in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
And it was on one of the different channels on ESPN.
Right.
That was the one I watched. With all due respect to the amazing announcers that are there, for me, I want the personality side of sports. So when Major League Baseball and the All-Star game started to talk to the players in the middle of the game, now you have my attention. Now there's going to be personality along with a game that doesn't matter. But I also really appreciate baseball.
Yeah. I think it still has that nostalgia feel too. Baseball, the MLB All-Star game can still bring back that nostalgia from our childhood, watching our heroes go out there, right? Like you still think about Ken Griffey running on you still think about those guys. I feel like the All-Star game still holds a little bit of that. The Pro Bowl, the NBA weekend, whatever that's all completely gone. You don't think about that anymore. Baseball still has it a little bit, but I worry the more that they keep changing things, the farther we'll get away from that. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Have all the teams represented. Have it be a showcase of the best across the league, not just it end up being the Phillies against or the Braves against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Gross.
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talk and text line. It's a top 5 Friday on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. It's kind of a funny setup. Josh texted me last night and said, hey, let's do the top 5 late night foods. What was the text? Can you pull it up? I see your phone.
Let me look at it.
I want to be specific with how you worded this.
Mm-hmm. I said top 5, quote, end of night foods.
Okay, top 5 end of night foods. Our lists are completely different. We'll share why when we get back on a Top 5 Friday on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh, live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Hey, remember, if you're headed to Summerfest, make sure to stop by the X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge with the Wisconsin down at the Lake Shore with our guy Sparky today, actually. He's going to be broadcasting live starting at 2 p.m. Wisconsin Sports Daily. Tee up 3 balls for $10 or grab a fourth if someone forgot to hit one, and you could have a chance to win a hole-in-one. The person that hit a hole-in-one wins $5,000. It hasn't happened yet. Definitely didn't happen by Josh last night.
No, it did
Thanks
not.
a lot. We'll see you at the X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge at Summerfest. Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. If you missed it earlier, Josh made good on our bet that he would be able. Well, first off, it was a sponsored bet.
Yes.
Somehow I lost $20. Okay, there you go. I think I lost $20.
Yeah, that's the key.
We'll find out towards the end of the show when Rami joins us from 9 to noon with John Kuhn and Rami Makloff. Josh needs to pull the audio from the last time we chatted about this and simply decide whether the specifics were that the ball had to stay on the green because the ball had hit the green and then rolled on the green.
With
right? There was a roll?
With some force, though, it went flying off the back.
Oh, so we're talking about a hit the green gone.
Yeah.
But it was the fourth ball, but don't tell Rami that.
Yeah, we don't need it. That's fine.
All right. A Top 5 Friday on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Josh texted me last night and said, hey, let's do a top 5 late night foods.
Yeah, end of night foods.
End of night foods.
You had a fun day of partying and having a few beverages, and you got the munchies. You're gonna get something to eat before you hit the hay.
Now, knowing what I know now, that you were out at Summerfest having a boozer time.
Yeah.
This makes sense to me.
Yeah. That was the inspiration. That was definitely the inspiration.
So I go, perfect. That'll be fun. Josh goes, I was going to do restaurants, not specific foods. Well, bad news. I already had my list done.
Okay.
And mine was food. And I'm like, okay, well, then the list of munchies that I just came up with, maybe or maybe don't qualify. Now, yours is a mix.
Yeah.
So why don't you go first?
I have examples, but it can be anywhere. All right, I'll go first. So number 5 is Quick Trip. Like sometimes it's really late and you just go, I know Quick Trip's open. We're stopping in a Quick Trip. I'm getting something there. You can always rely on Quick Trip. Number 4 is McDonald's. It's classic. But what I'll get there is like, I'll get nuggets. I'm just eating nuggets like they're chips. It's terrible. But like, you know.
Over under on how many nuggets you can put away in one sitting.
Oh.
If you really tried, like, hey Josh,
too many.
I've got another $10 that you can put away 30 chicken nuggets in one sitting.
I promise you, I could do that.
Oh wow,
yeah, especially if it's an end of night foods type event. If you just put them all in a bag, and I was just eating them, I might not even know how many I've ate. I'll just. That's why I say it's like eating chips. The nuggets just go down.
I have a mental image of you carrying around a plastic bag.
A plastic bag? Not even
filled with
not even a
nuggets.
paper bag?
No, just not a box, nothing. It's just a plastic bag with chicken nuggets in.
Oh, that's when you know I've had a fun night. Number 3 for me is pizza, but specifically a place where you can get a big slice. Like one big slice, like an Ian's pizza, if you're familiar.
Like a New York style.
Yeah, like Ian's has their different flavors, or downtown there's Pizza Shuttle in downtown Milwaukee. Like just a huge one big slice of pizza is always good. Big fan of that. Number 2 is any breakfast place. You go to George Webb's.
Yeah.
You go to a 24-hour, like a Greek diner. Any of those, fantastic. That's always like, oh my gosh, yes. Give me eggs and pancakes and hash browns right now, please, for the love of God. That's gonna be great. And then, of course, number 1 is the GOAT, Taco Bell. I mean, Taco Bell was literally made to be consumed at that time. It's completely different.
We are still eating one of the 3,497 sauce packets that we got the last time we went. They literally handed us a plastic shopping bag. You're going to need these.
Yeah. And that was how long ago?
We tried to stop on the way home from Luke Combs, we think. But some of us were well. Others were not. Yeah, the line was dumb.
Of course. Because everyone else was thinking the same thing. Let's go to the best place to get food after an event.
So I had already had a list of munchies that Josh, when he qualified it, that it was more like, hey, what about spots? So I was like, all right, well, I'll make 2. So I'm going to piggyback off of your spots list because I have put one together. Can I just say honorable mention to the Pine Cone in Johnson Creek?
Oh, yeah.
Have you been there?
I have.
Dude. So I went there growing up with my grandparents after church on a random Sunday morning at, let's say, I don't know, 10:30, 9:30, whatever it was after church. I've also been there at 2:30 a.m.
Yes.
Whoa, that hits the spot. So you mentioned it, all the greasy breakfast style food. Yeah. So honorable mention, Pine Cone, Johnson Creek. Mine gets kind of fun. Okay. Number 5, if there's a Euro spot, for some reason,
Euros.
I'm
Nice.
down for Euros after a night of drinking.
Interesting. That's a good pull.
But it gets like, you can see where the level of intoxication continues to get up as the list goes down. So if I'm in the mood for a Euro, I've got it fairly together.
Okay.
Number 4, McDonald's. You mentioned it, right? The hard part is not all McDonald's are open late. And we've all been there where we pull into the McDonald's that we think is open. Obviously, somebody is sober driving or an Uber driver. You haven't lived until you made an Uber driver stop for snacks on the way home.
I have an amazing Uber driver story. Yeah.
We'll save that for after the second phase of the Top 5 Friday. Number 3, this is where it gets weird. So you mentioned it earlier, literally anywhere that's still serving pizza. Like my give a dams are getting busted now. I need pizza.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, and Jason from the 920 on the Nicolay Law Talk and Text line, that number 414-677-1250. He threw it out there. Toppers sticks.
Toppers, yeah.
UW Whitewater.
I was gonna say those are the college days.
You
sure.
also haven't lived until there. You were about to have someone knock your door down because you passed out when you got home from the bars, and topper sticks are at your door, and nobody's answering.
Yeah.
Number 2, anywhere that serves fried food. So now it's post midnight. We're at a bar, which I don't want to be ever again in my life. I do not want to be at a bar past midnight ever. If I am, 2 things happen. 1, please turn on the fryer. And number 2, no matter how many times I ask, do not give me a shot. I don't do shots. I don't want to do shots.
But after
if I'm in a
midnight,
bar after midnight, I no longer have the ability to say no to shots.
the clock strikes midnight, and they turn back into a pumpkin.
I turn into a giant blacked out pumpkin. Zambuca, I'd love one.
Cinderella.
Rumplemans, haven't had it in a decade. Might as well do it now.
Fantastic.
And number 1, you mentioned it already, Taco Bell.
Right.
But the cool part about Taco Bell, where we live, is there's a Taco Bell right next to a Quick Trip. So either way, you're going to win. If the line is reasonable at Taco Bell, nailed it. Let's go there. If it's dumb, well, let's just go over to Quick Trip.
Yeah.
But then you walk up to the counter and you look like you're carrying a baby.
Right.
Why did I need? And then you wake up the next morning and go, oh, really? Like you needed gum on the way home? Why?
Right. Well, it was there when I was checking out. So I needed it.
Right.
That's why.
And 2-day-old donuts that were 99 cents.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
What a deal.
What do you order late night Taco Bell? Because I feel like there's something called, you might be surprised to hear, I don't always have the clearest memory. Is there something called a party pack?
Yeah. Yeah. Where it's just
yeah.
like a bunch of hard shell tacos.
Yep. We order a bunch of those.
No, I get a cheesy gordita crunch. I get saucy.
See, I also don't need to be liquored up to want Taco Bell. It's 7:33. You said cheesy gordita crunch, and I would like, yes, please.
Yeah, you're like, I could do that.
How about now?
But it still tastes so much better after that.
Literally anything.
So someone on the Nicolay Law fan talk and text line, which we want to get your list too, 414-677-1250. The 920 said, Wendy's. First of all, I love Wendy's. I think Wendy's has the best fast food breakfast game out there. I go to Wendy's the next day. Wendy's for me Wendy's breakfast is the next day meal. I'm not wasting that when I'm not going to remember it. I go to Wendy's the next day. I get a breakfast Baconator and I get the seasoned potato wedges, and it's fantastic. I need that the next day, not the night of. I did have one time where I had a buddy who was the DD drive, and I said, I need
Bonus.
food.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, well, all right, I need to get home. And I said, it's fine. Just drop me off by the Wendy's at your house, and then I'll Uber from there. Well, the inside was closed. And I went, and he had already left. And I went, dang it. And I went, all right, I guess I'm not getting Wendy's because I'm not in a car, right? Like, I'm not going to walk. I don't even know that they'll serve you if you walk through drive-thrus anymore. So then I call an Uber to go home. Back in the day, I had. Yeah. But so I call an Uber to get home, and they pick me up, and I get in the car, and the guy goes, so you put in that you wanted me to take you to Wendy's, but we're at Wendy's. I went, oh, boy.
Right.
Well, can we at least go through the drive-thru? And he took me around, and I ordered the food. And then
at the exact same Wendy's that you were at?
The same exact Wendy's, but now I had a car.
That's amazing.
So I could go through the drive-thru, and then as we were sitting in the drive-thru, I ordered a new Uber in the same car, and he took me home. But it was just like the most fantastic experience of this poor guy showing up and going, I'm taking you to where we already are. I don't understand.
I have questions.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yeah.
All right,
fantastic.
my munchie list, and then let's get out of this and read a whole bunch of the listeners' top 5 lists when we get back. So I mentioned earlier, Josh said places. I was like, well, I already have a munchies list down. I'm sitting at home right now and ironically eating one of the things that are on my munchies list. Number 5, you ever do late night ramen noodles?
Ooh, not all the time, but yeah, I've been there.
Definitely not all the time. But when I remember to do that, I really appreciate what the noodles do for whatever the system has going on.
100%.
Number 4, definitely go to cereal.
Ooh,
but the problem is
cereal.
I will put away a whole box.
Yeah.
And not even think about it. And then wonder why I look pregnant the next day.
Yeah, gallon of milk.
I drank half a gallon of milk, right?
Right.
Number 3, speaking of milk, cookies and milk.
Okay. So going sweet.
I've got a bad sweet tooth.
Got it.
Do you?
Not at end of night. End of night, for some reason, my body does not go, let's get some sugar in me.
My body doesn't care. The list continues. Number 2, chocolate chips, or some call them chocolate morsels.
Interesting.
Even better when they're in the freezer. Pull them out of the freezer.
Yeah.
If you're not a sweets guy, you wouldn't appreciate this.
No.
I get it. And number 1 for me, I don't know why, but it is a thing. Port wine, cheese, and wheat thins.
Wow. And wheat thins?
Try it today.
Gross.
No.
Yeah.
What are you going to eat port wine cheese with?
Pretzels?
What's the difference? Cracker.
There's a big difference.
We're plain wheat thins. We're
thin.
not throwing like tomato basil in the cheese dip. That's not no, just wheat thins. It's the size of the cracker that counts.
Is it?
Huh.
I don't know about that. Really quick here on the Nicolay Law fan talking text line. The 407 said, what about George Webb's? How was that not mentioned? I live in Orlando now, but still miss late night stops at George Webb's. Well, if you were listening at the beginning of the segment, that was literally number 2 on my list of top 5 places you're stopping at the end of the night to get some food.
All right, when we get back, we're going to read the rest of your lists, and there are a plenty, and none of them are the same. Very fascinating. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Bob in Minneapolis, you are a dirty old man.
True. The 920 texted in and said, I'm on my way to Wendy's. Thanks, Josh. Don't thank me, thank Wendy's. It's the perfect place to get breakfast, even if you didn't have fun the night before. You can go there and try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs and crispy bacon, a grilled sausage or bacon breakfast burrito, or maybe even a honey buddy. And don't even think about sleeping on Wendy's seasoned potatoes. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life or, well, at least freshen up your morning. If you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, it's got to be Wendy's.
Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh on a Top 5 Friday. What are the top 5 late-night foods that you got to have when you have a late night? Could be a restaurant. Could be something you got at home. Could be a mixture of both. The Nicolay Law talk and text line, 414-677-1250. We have a bunch of lists to go through. First one, 920, about 20 minutes ago. Hope you're still here. Pizza rolls, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell, pause. Pizza rolls, if you think you can burn your mouth with pizza, pop in a pizza roll when you don't know it's smoking hot.
Well, that's how it's either lukewarm or molten lava. Those are
molten lava. Shout out jalapeno poppers.
Fair.
Literal molten lava.
Yep.
Taco Bell, and then they go Quick Trip. A Quick Trip rib sandwich and a Quick Trip spicy chicken sandwich.
There you go.
Big fan of the spicy chicken.
Agreed.
B Hintage says, all right, boys, this is getting a little heartburn in the conversation. Can we not all talk about how we all take mittfuls of Tums at the end of the night?
Tums, and more Tums.
That's when I know I overdid like something spicy. When I'm laying in bed going, God. And I'm an omeprazole / Prilosec guy. Been one for quite some time. I was naughty when I was 21. Chris and Little Shoot, the 920. The top 5 end of night foods would be number 5, Wendy's. Number 4, Taco Bell. And then the sweet tooth comes. Number 3, Reese's peanut butter cups. Number 2, ice cream. Number 1, chocolate chip cookies. Nobody so far I usually crush an entire bag of Oreos at the end of the night.
Yeah, that's weird.
Definitely a sleeve's going down. If we have one, sleeve's gone for sure.
I'm thinking maybe they just don't want to admit it. I think that's probably part of it. Now people are coming after you with your wanting a shot, calling for shots after midnight. Mark and Eagle said
it was the
Trevor
opposite.
just invited every listener to buy him shots after midnight.
No.
You told them your
thank you.
secret.
I would like to. Okay, well, that's fair. I did. If you.
Yep.
I don't remember the last time I was in a bar past midnight. I've got a funny story from Valentine's Day. Yeah, I know how stupid that sounds. We went out to, I'm going to tell it. It has a little bit to do with late night munchies. We went out to dinner at Lost Key Tap, some friends of ours, and our son was working there. So we get fairly good to go on bourbon at Lost Key Tap, big bourbon selection. We are on the way home, and of course, we had to stop at Max Pub and Grill. However, like the pumpkin time frame has already passed. It was Valentine's Day, to which our wives go, you boys are done. We're leaving you here. Good luck getting home. Well, first off, no brownie points for that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There we were in a bar after midnight, taking shots. And there were roses that I was able to take home. My little favorite townie bar had roses. And I was like, I would like all of the roses that you have left to take them home to Amanda.
She's mad at me.
Well, not until I got home. Wait till this. So I got home and I was like, hey, now pause. Wives love being woken up when you get home from the bar.
It's their favorite. Yep.
Hey,
are you awake?
I am now. That's what they always say. I am now.
Yep.
I got you flowers. And I think I not threw them at him, but I definitely plopped them on her. Yeah, stupid. So she says, and I quote, put them in water. So I go, well, I'm going to get creative. So we have 2 sinks in our bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen rose petals in water?
Yeah.
It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I filled up her side of the sink with water, and I took the heads off of all the rose petals.
Oh my God.
I thought I was being romantic. And then I probably spent a half an hour in a kitchen.
Yeah. You needed to throw in the
Eating wheat
towel
thins
on the
and-
romantic.
Yeah. Oopsies. All right, back to the list. That was funny. Thought it was reasonable.
The 414 said Taco Bell, Oakland or Apollo Euros, Chubby's cheesesteaks, Chinese food from anywhere, and then finally leftovers in the fridge. That's pretty good. Those are pretty
Leftovers
good
in the
answers.
fridge takes effort, though. And I am in no mood at that time of the evening to give any effort
That's true.
to a snack.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Scotty Tiffany brings up back in the day, it was Ma Fisher's or Pizza Shuttle downtown Milwaukee. Yeah. I mean, Pizza Shuttle's still there for sure. But yeah, that was the big one.
And a bar stool is a chair. What does that mean?
That's a callback. That's a callback to a different time.
Got it. You guys eat fast food and drink milk? What is this, 1954? No. You maybe heard us talk about fast food and milk, but never at the same time. The only time I choose to be uncomfortable for 3 days is when I have milk and chocolate chip cookies. And even then, I'm trying really hard. Dude, me and the dairy, not friends, which really sucks because I love cold milk.
Yeah.
Love it. But I can eat cheese, not milk.
Can't do it unless there's a whole sleeve of Oreos. Yeah.
You ever been to a Waffle House?
I have. I love going to Waffle House. If we had Waffle Houses here, there'd be a lot more late night stops at Waffle House.
414-677-1250. The Nicolay Law Talk and Text Line inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh on a Top 5 Friday. Shoot off your top 5 favorite late night foods, whether you stop someplace on the way home or if you got it at home and you get home from being out someplace and you got to go, I need this for sure. Here's a list from the 608. Number 5, peanut butter and jelly toast. This is Grandpa in Sun Prairie. Number 4, a Quick Trip cheeseburger and a rib sandwich.
Yeah, just get both.
Hammer them down. 3, Taco Bell. See, there's the cereal. 2, Frosted Flakes. Number 1, Oreos. Thank you, Grandpa in Sun Prairie. Do you have a go-to cereal, Josh?
I don't. It really just depends on what's in the cabinet. I'm not picky from the major ones. It can be Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Puffs. I don't know, whatever's in there.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Although I do appreciate actual name brand cereal. Not even though it's all the same, I know, blah, blah. I just really love, I want to grab the box.
Yeah,
I want to read the box.
put it in the box.
I want to do the puzzle on the box.
Yep.
Here is another list. I don't know some of these places, so forgive me if they're Johnny V's, Oreos and milk, Taco Bell, McDonald's, pizza.
Johnny V's used to be a late night, a 24-hour diner in West Dallas, and it was one of a kind.
Ooh, Jason in the 920's got a good one here. Honorable mention to literally any hot dog cart on a corner.
Yep.
Those people are genius.
Yeah. Yeah, they bring the food right to you. Hey, you're walking by. Here you go.
What is that? A boiled hot dog? I'll have 7.
920 says late night Perkins. Remember Perkins?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think do we still have them or are they completely closed?
We don't have any left in the area down here.
I know of the building that there was one on Oneida Street in Green Bay, but I don't know that the East Side one is still there either.
Man, this is all teeing up. Some people might be hitting up some of these places because coming up next, we're switching things around to start the top of the 8 o'clock hour. We're doing What's Up Wisconsin first. We want to know what you got going on this weekend, and then we're going to talk to our friend Tim Dillard after that.
I wonder if I can make it the Quick Trip between now and when we need to be back.
Don't think so.
There's one right up the hill. I doubt it too. I won't risk it.
Probably smart.
What's up, Wisconsin weekend? That's right. What do you guys got going on this weekend? You heading to the Brewers game? You heading to the lake? Maybe you have the entire week off because it's the 4th of July. 414-677-1250. That's the Nicolay Law Talk and Text line. What's up, Wisconsin's next. And then our buddy Tim Dillard joins us live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
It's time for your fan weather forecast brought to you by Habish, and Rotier. Sunny conditions expected today with a high of 69 degrees. It's currently 60 degrees here in Milwaukee.
I am an eternal optimist. So please, God, don't tell me that you're an eternal pessimist.
I like to say I'm a realist.
Oh, it's great. We're going to get along great. This is going to be great.
This is Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa!
Comes down to their final out. Carson Kelly grounded to short. Ortiz makes the play. Ball game over. The Brewers will play for the pennant.
I still don't know if I was there. Doesn't matter. What's up, Wisconsin? Welcome in. That audio, courtesy of, we think, Fox. Yeah. That was game 5. That was the Cubs losing in epic fashion. Much like we hope they do this weekend.
Darn right.
Inside Wisconsin Sports, Trevor Thomas, Josh Albrecht.
Hi.
Live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, live on YouTube and Facebook and probably Twitter, maybe TikTok. I don't know. Is that it?
Yep. That's it.
Where we can be live, there we are.
That's right.
In video form. Josh with a cocktail-filled Roosevelt shirt.
Yeah, it's my old-fashioned shirt.
The oh, it is. I didn't know if those were. There's a mint julep on there, isn't there?
There's a little bit of leaf in a few of them. Yeah, they're supposed to be different
leaves
kinds.
in old-fashioned.
Not in ours. Not in ours.
The shirt nerds are in town this weekend. I'm sporting not a custom, just not an available sweatshirt with a giant L on it over our friend Craig.
Yep, we'll never forget you, Greg.
Who?
That's right.
Hey, what's up, Wisconsin? Let's do it.
Trevor and Josh want to know.
What's up?
What's up, Wisconsin?
What's up?
What's your plan for the day?
What's up?
What are you doing tonight?
What's up?
Let us know what's up on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
Yeah, we do it once a week. We ask you, what's up, Wisconsin? What are you doing this weekend? Hopefully, many of you Brewers fans are heading to AmFam Field to cheer on the Crew versus the Flubs in a 3-game set that starts tonight and goes through Sunday. Then Cincy comes to town for 4 games. It's a big one, Josh, and you pay more for parking.
Pay a lot
deal
more
with it. How many spots did you secure?
We have a block, so I think there's 12 spots.
What is there's you can literally buy a block?
Well, so when you have a large group and you're tailgating, you get a certain amount of spots for cars to set up the tailgate.
Yep.
And then the rest of your spots are where you're tailgating. So that's where the tables, chairs, bag boards, everything else goes.
And this is something that you call ahead on and you go, I would like a block of spaces for this date in this area.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy, Big Jake, who works for the Brewers group sales and group ticket sales. And I mean, this has been on the books for months, and we get it going, and included with the tickets is then you can also get a parking package.
Is this a thing that common folk can do?
Yeah. Anyone can do that. Yeah.
I didn't know about this. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, just based on the size of your group, right? Like if you rent out like a suite area, or if you have like a certain area within the stadium and you have 100 tickets, they might then give you one of the big white tents. I don't know. There are different package sizes, but yeah, you don't have to be like necessarily Northwestern Mutual to be able to get some parking spots. Yeah.
I've never done it. I'm intrigued. You have my attention.
Oh, you should. Yeah. If you haven't had a big group of people wearing colorful shirts come down and tailgate in a large group, definitely try it. Or you could just go with your friends. But yeah, to me, it's one of my favorite things to do is not only show people the tailgating culture in Wisconsin, but also just getting a big group of people to go to a baseball game is awesome. I love it.
All right, 414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talk and text line. What's up, Wisconsin? This weekend, what are you up to? The 920 says, tonight are fireworks in the village of Little Chute at Doyle Park. That's a solid start to your 4th of July week. Bingo at the bar tomorrow night in Freedom, and then relax on Sunday. Brewers Reds Monday night. That is an awesome week. Jeremy from Racine, leaving early tomorrow morning and heading to Branson, Missouri for my son's week-long baseball tournament. That is a thing that we see more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Zerjab was in Indiana for traveling baseball.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being a thing when I was a kid. Do you?
No, it was all local. I don't remember it being traveling all over the country.
There were these AAU teams, but you had to get on it. You couldn't just buy your way on. Not that I'm suggesting that's the case here. I'm just saying I don't remember how many. I just don't remember those.
Yeah, it also could be that I was never good at any sport enough to be in a traveling league. I don't know. Maybe they did exist and I just wasn't good enough to be a part of them. I don't know.
Trevor's Troll says, leaving for a week's-long vacation tomorrow, so you have a week off from me, Trev. You'll be missed.
Wow. That's fascinating.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Right. This is a vacation for you, too.
Jacob in a van. I'm doing some yard work, setting up a trampoline at my buddy's house. Josh, any pointers?
Yeah, try to put it on something that'll make sure that the wind gets under it to take it away. Don't just put it on the ground. It'll sink into it and stay there forever and ruin your lawn and look like absolute garbage after a year, and then just look like you're trash. Your whole family's trash.
Do they use it?
Yeah, they use it. It's just an eyesore, man, and it kills your lawn. Trampolines are not something that can consistently look nice. It's just not an item that can do that.
Schlitz Hat Patrick going to see a yacht rock cover band at a beer garden tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. Going to sit all day Saturday at my son's 10U baseball tournament from the 262. What else do you see, Josh?
Stephen G-Town wants to know how you didn't know about group sales. Also giving a shout out to Big Jake. Love that. I think you know about group sales. You just didn't know that about the tailgate. Let's get some clarification there.
But I mean, of course there's group sales. There's 42,000 seats at AmFam Field.
Correct.
I knew about that, but the way you referenced the parking situation was new to me. We got a block. And I was like, what? I've never heard that. We've all been a part of a Brewers bus. I don't think you purchase a block. You just call ahead and you get a spot, and then the busing area has areas for tailgate that you just do different. I get that. That makes sense. I just didn't know you could I didn't know you could buy a block. I would like a block.
A block. Yeah. I mean, they have different packages, right? They also have those covered areas. I think they have 3 or 4 covered areas in the parking lots that you can rent out as well to have a catered thing so that you don't have to be on a block of spots. Those obviously cost more, and there's different levels and everything else.
Scotty Tiffany, what do you see?
I was going to say, the 414 just said Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg. I know Strawberry Fest was happening this weekend, too.
Big fan. Scotty Tiffany says, birthday dinner with my 20-year-old son tonight. Then that Yacht Route tribute band. I think her and Schlitz Hat Patrick have a thing. It's at the beer garden tomorrow afternoon. Then, of course, I think it's called The Marriage, by the way. Watching the crew all weekend.
I think you're right.
Stephen G-Town. That's where you were saying his idea about the group sales there. All right. Jacob in a van, doing yard work again, bud? You want to make sure that Text it in a third time. We'll read it a third time
We might.
because we're Ron Burgundy.
What is it? What is this one? I'm trying to.
My newborn
414,
daughter's
Yeah.
tulip.
Yeah. 414 said, I am also getting a tattoo tomorrow. It'll be on my left forearm, and it's a detailed T-Rex skull. I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I may also ask to have my newborn daughter's tulip hat tattooed
Got
as
it.
well.
Got it. That made zero sense on our end. If you would have seen how we were trying to read that.
Oh boy.
I'm stoked for your tattoo. What's the oh boy?
Well, now apparently some of the shirt nerds are listening. They've found the radio station.
Is this good or bad?
Well, so one of the guys, Rager, in the shirt nerds said, joining the rest of the shirt nerds at Summerfest and then the Brewers game, go Cubs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, so that's one of the big things is that the shirt nerds are from all over. There are plenty that made the trip up from Illinois. And so this is not, there's going to be an internal battle at the Brewer game on Saturday between Brewers and Cubs shirt nerds.
Are there MLB licensed nerd shirts?
No.
All right. So nobody's showing up in any nerd shirt uniform from the South.
No.
There is a baseball one, right? There's a book.
Yep. There are plenty of baseball ones. Yep. But none that are specific to like the Brewers, Cubs.
Are you required to wear said shirt to the game if you're going with the cult?
Yes. Everyone will be wearing a Roosevelt shirt.
So no Brewers gear other than your hat, obviously.
Yeah. There'll be hats. There was actually one for one little period of time, they had a license with the MLBPA and they were able to do like the MVPs. And so there is a Yelich one, like specific, but it's not Brewers because they didn't have licensing for the teams. Yes, I do have it.
Well, that's the one you're going to wear, right?
Probably. Yeah.
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talking text line. It's a What's Up Wisconsin weekend. What are you guys up to all weekend long here in the state of Wisconsin? I'm surprised there's not more people that are calling it quits from a week-long vacation perspective. If I could, I would take off all week and then go up for the 4th and just be up there for a week-long deal. I wonder also if some people do that after the 4th. It's kind of a tweener, right? The 4th is on a Saturday.
Right.
So do you take vacation leading up to the 4th or do you take vacation the week after the 4th?
That's a good question. I feel like you go beforehand. Usually you'd go beforehand. Annie in Brookfield says, I just got home from a 10-day vacation. Looks like the grass needs cutting before I head out to Post Malone tomorrow.
You think?
Post Malone is actually, Andy, you're going to see our friend Brandon Snide from 9 to Noon is going to that show. I think he's going with his daughter. That's his first time at Summerfest.
Oh.
First time.
Is he going to walk around Summerfest or just go to Post Malone and bounce?
So I should clarify. I should ask him if that's his first time on the Summerfest grounds. Because, like, if that's your first time on the grounds, period, you can't just go to the show. You gotta walk around a little bit.
Yeah, because
right?
you've
never seen it.
So Post Malone's tomorrow night. Tonight it's Cody Johnson. You can go to the concerts at the amphitheater without really entering Summerfest. I mean, I understand it's all Summerfest, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole grounds of Summerfest. There's some cool stuff right over there by the amphitheater, though. They have a bunch of the stuff up that was open for Garth Brooks when we went there. There was bars and spots for food, which was really smart. Because Summerfest wasn't technically started, I wasn't sure if we were going to get to experience any of that stuff when we went to Garth. We did. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and also just the ticket to an amphitheater show obviously includes access to the grounds.
Right.
So if you've never been there before, Brandon, talking to you, yeah, get there early, check it out.
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law talking text line. That just reminded me, I was going to ask you, what food did you hammer at Summerfest last night? Like, you're the food guy.
We ate so many Saz's Sampler platters. I mean, all of them. Which is, in my opinion, it's the official food of Summerfest, is the Saz's Sampler platter. You got your mozzarella sticks, your cheese curds, and your sour cream and chive fries on a plate, and it's all you need. And if you're still hungry, you get another one.
Blind eating.
Like, that's how it should be.
The 920 says having a bunch of buddies over tonight for the game, including 3 fans of the other team. Burgers, brats, hot dogs, sweet and zesty barbecue meatballs.
Ooh.
On the menu. Pics to come later via Twitter. Do you eat before the show? Because this show was filled with food conversation.
I don't.
I'm regretting not right now.
Yeah, definitely eating the second the show's over.
How would you explain to Tommy and Stallis what the shirt cult is and not make it seem like it's a legit cult, even though I think it is?
I could try.
Do your best.
So there's a company called Roosevelt's that is like the president, plural, with no vowels, RSVLTS, and they make loud shirts, very colorful patterns with some licenses, some just original designs. And the group is a bunch of people that wear the shirts. And then from that, there's like a internal fan club, I guess you could say, of it. And they host meetups of those people in different cities where people can go and essentially just have a good time with other people that wear the same shirt. That's it.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Somebody in the 224, not very excited.
Oh my God.
About what they have going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Now, I've never seen a sentence like this end in respectively. Usually it starts the sentence.
Yeah, right.
But ending it makes it funnier. I might steal this idea. Can I read that whole thing?
I don't think you can.
Okay. I'm going to do my best.
Do you want me to? Yeah.
I'll do it. Waking up at the crack of dawn, Saturday and Sunday, to go to some dumb flea market in Union Grove and in Elkhorn, respectfully.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Wow. That's a rough weekend. Why? I guess have you gone to flea markets? It is true. If you go to a flea market, you gotta get there early. You can't be getting there like midday at a flea market.
Why?
Because then all the good stuff's already gone.
It's a flea market.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a giant rummage sale kind
Right.
of? Man,
But the steals and deals.
are you a rummager?
No,
Do you rummage? No.
I don't. But I do go to some flea markets.
Like on a whim, or do you
No.
go to one every year or whatever?
Yeah, so like when we go up north, there's a big one in Saint Germain, and it was just like a family tradition. We would always go to that one.
The problem with flea markets is 100% of the time I will find something that I cannot live without. Turns out I'm just fine without it. But
once you see it, you're
in
like,
that moment, gotta have it.
yeah. Look at that humongous sign. I need to bring that home.
Yeah. What does it say on it? It
Yeah.
says Schlitz,
Right.
and that's not a thing anymore.
Where are you going to put it?
Well, it's currently a collector item.
Right. Right. These are the conversations though, right? Like Amanda's going, Trevor, where are we going to put that?
Yeah, well, our
Well, I'll
basement's full
find
of
them. I'll
that.
find a place. Don't worry about it.
That is so damn true.
That's exactly how it goes.
Our apologies to the 262 who's required to head to Illinois this weekend to visit their niece. God be with you.
Mm-hmm. Tell your niece we says hi.
Is there something going on in Minneapolis this weekend that is?
There is a
Ugh.
specific type of convention. It would seem a show.
Multiple people
Yeah.
are heading up to Minneapolis to take part. I don't know if they're taking part or not. I'm not sure what that means, frankly.
Yeah. You
But
can
let's-
just look up certain conventions that are happening.
Have a great time, or don't. Jeez. 414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law Talking text line. When we get back, Tim Dillard joins us. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh.
The Wisconsin Sports Radio Network is proudly outfitted by Burghardt Sporting Goods, our official apparel partner. Outfit your team or company with custom apparel today at BSG 1881.
Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Why do you look so? There you go.
Camera's going all over the place today.
Joining us now on the guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all. Our friend Tim Dillard. God, you are a gem. I love you so much. It's so good to see you.
I appreciate it. I rolled out of bed for this. It's early, so this is what you're going to get.
You
I don't
literally
know why
did.
I'm wearing it. I'm wearing a
so
scarf.
grateful.
It's just cold in this room right here, so I look a little crazy.
Are you still
but,
crashing on people's couches, brother?
No. I'm back home. I live in Nashville. Wasn't on the last road series. They had an off day yesterday. Apple Plus took our game tomorrow, but we'll be back. Brewers TV will be back for Saturday versus the Cubs. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And we were talking about, Tim, if there was only, obviously we want them to sweep, but if you had the opportunity to guarantee one win, right? The other ones could still happen, but if you could guarantee one win against the Cubs out of the 3 games, which one would you say that's the one for sure I want to win on?
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a weird. I think what the Brewers do really well is they try. I think it's a little strategy involved. Win the first game of a series because I think that creates a lot of pressure on the other team as opposed to the things that you're able to do as the team that wins the first game. You know, you're going to see if you win the first game, it changes a lot on how the opposing team starts using their, high leverage relievers, things like that. It just changes the game. And on the other side, you can maybe get some guys, other at-bats, play guys in different positions that maybe you don't if you lose game 1. So I think for every team, yes, you want to win every game. But if you want to win a series, I think game 1 is where you go all in on everything.
Yeah, I mean, to probably set it up more. So my response was I want to see Miz continue to dominate, right? And so out of all of this, having Miz have a great outing and come away with a win is the biggest for me. Trevor wants to see Woody on Sunday, just having that first start back at home after what he's gone through. If you could guarantee one, that's the one he's looking for. And obviously, Woody deserves it, right? Woody deserves to have that outing after everything he's been through.
Yeah. I hope they win all 3. I don't know. I mean, guarantee one. Cool. I mean, I'm working Saturday's game, so I kind of hope they win. That makes our job a lot easier. Right. If we're being super selfish here. No, I think there's going to be good games. What I love about baseball is there's a myriad of storylines. It's not just, hey, this is the team. This is what everybody on that field has a backstory. Everyone is playing, yes, for the team. They're playing for their story and their baseball story. My baseball story had a lot of minor league stories and a couple of big league stories. But there's some guys that, have been through it. They've gone to different places around the world to play. There's guys that were very straightforward. First round, boom, you're in the big leagues. And so everybody connected to the game has a story. And so every time one of them steps on the mound or a guy steps up to the plate, there's more than meets the eye. It's like Transformers.
Well played.
Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh, Tim Dillard joining us on the guest hotline. So apparently there's this cribbage thing between Vinny and Lev. What do you guys do on the road?
We don't play cribbage. We actually got a thing going where he does the crossword. So like as soon as we get to a field, I can't remember where we traveled last, but he'll go straight to the clubhouse because they print out crossword puzzles and Sudokus and things like that in the clubhouse. He'll grab the crossword, go straight to the booth, and he'll do the whole thing pretty quick, actually. And then he signs it and gives it to me. And so I kind of proofread it and look, and then I just crumple it up in front of his face and throw it away. I don't know. We get into small adventures here and there. I don't know. I feel like the cribbage thing, that's their thing. So we need to find ours. It's usually just taking fun pictures and eating ballpark food. He kind of gets dragged into all that.
Yeah, that's a good one to have. All right, Tim, let's get into the team itself here a little bit. It seems like as we've enjoyed the winning that has been happening, we've also been trying to answer questions of, all right, what does this team still need? Do they need to go after Scooble? Do they need to get a bat? Do they need to add to the bullpen? And an interesting point, it seems, as of late, is that as soon as we have those thoughts, the Brewers answer the question with someone within the organization already. It was after we had Kunal out there having to struggle, but got through the ninth to secure that win in Cincinnati. We said, man, we need bullpen help. Now, here comes Jared Koenig. Does it not seem like maybe as fans we're in the moment, we're living in the moment too much, and then the team kind of brings it all together?
Yeah, maybe. I just, on the player side of it, I mean, if you're winning, everything's good. You know, why change anything? I think the worst thing that teams do, like in a trade deadline, is let's make 5 moves. The last thing you want to do is mess with a good clubhouse. That is the worst. No player wants that. They turn around, they're like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? You know, your locker mates. Keep the core group as much as you can together. Make small moves if you have to. But you're right, the team's winning. So, like, what more do you want? You know, if you're looking for a bat, or if you're looking for an arm, I mean, they're always looking for ways to improve. But if you're winning, it allows you for time. I think that was the reason they kind of drug their feet on Cooper Pratt a little bit. They were winning. So why are we going to go mess with something especially when you're talking about giving a young kid the keys to shortstop? You know, how is that going to look? How is this going to draw up? Where's the move going to be made here? I think they did a great job with that. It was a soft landing. He was at home. It was a midweek game against the Guardians. To me, those moves at the right time is what matters the most. So now they got to make a move. They got Koenig. I actually saw Koenig the other day. Actually, I went and worked out with the Nashville Sounds on Wednesday. Saw him kind of throw a light bullpen, went through the workout and everything, got to pitch a couple of outs in that game. He looked sharp. And I remember thinking there's a lot of brass in town. There's assistant GM over there. One of my old scouts was over there. Ricky Weeks was there. Julio Bourbon. It was like the who's who. And I'm just over there to the side, just so glad I don't work at that game so I could drink a beer and actually enjoy it. But those guys were doing work. They were doing serious stuff. And I think that's what they were looking for. Who's ready? Is this guy ready for our bullpen arm? And yeah, he looked good.
Why are the Brewers winning, in your opinion, right now, Tim? Because you're right. There's opportunity, as Josh said, for us to consider getting some things, and yet they're winning. Why do you think that is?
I think if you had to put your finger directly on it, I think it starts with the starting pitching. I think everybody should be thankful that Matt Arnold went and decided we're gonna get a whole bunch of starting pitching, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And I remember Oral Hershiser said something years ago. He's like, you don't need 5 starters at the end of spring training. You need like 10, 8 to 10 starters, because you don't know what's going to happen. So the Brewers found a whole bunch of guys, and luckily it's worked out. And to me, that sets the tone for everything. If they're scrambling to find a guy, hey, we hope he can go 5 innings. Hey, we hope he doesn't give up 3 runs. But they've had tons of guys, young guys, step up and get the job done. That allows for your offense, your defense, your bullpen. Everything kind of falls in line from there. But for me, it starts with the starting pitching. I think they've been very blessed with the guys they picked up. A lot of talent.
Tim, we also talked about the all-star voting, which you retweeted and said, RIP modern era fan voting, 1970 to 2026. Talk to us about your thoughts and why you put that out.
I looked on there, and there's like 3 teams represented in the National League. I was like, really? Those are the only guys that can play? It's not a knock on anybody that gets, in there or anything like that. My wife was like, you're really going to retweet that? And I'm like, it's just how I feel at the time. I may delete it. It got a little traction. But yeah, I think there's guys that are deserving. And if you leave it to the fans are going to be super biased. So you're going to go with maybe some of the biggest fan bases, maybe nationally, are the ones that are going to get the most attention. So, I think there's a better way to do that. I remember as a kid, my dad was coaching in the minor leagues, and we would get these little punch cards. You'd have to punch cards. You have to put them, give them back. That was a big deal, because we knew we were going to see the best players in the world playing on the same field. So we would actually be traveling and we'd stop at these motels and just to watch the All-Star game. So now if you're watching the All-Star game, maybe you're not seeing the best players at that position. So that's my thing. You want the best players to be there. It's sometimes they're going to be on your team, sometimes they're not, but you almost feel like there needs to be an overlord, a watch lord, putting a handle on all this stuff, because if you leave it to the fans, I think it shouldn't look the way it looks at the moment.
We actually talked about this earlier, Tim, in that now the voting process is so convoluted. You have to create a login and a password and then tell us who you're going to vote for, or I'm just not going to vote at all.
Well, I think I've put in my birth date the most in the last couple of weeks than I ever have. It's like, what month? And I'm like, oh, I can't remember. I'm looking through here. It asks for DNA. You vote 5 times. It skips the screen. I'm like, they make it as hard as possible. And it should be way easier than that. You should be able to look at the guy and be like, I want this guy. I want this guy. I don't know the correct way to do it, but I'm in personally just watching, these guys play, looking at stats, putting it all together. It doesn't line up with the fan voting and what the results have been so far.
So pitchers are not included in the fan voting, just position players. Looking at the finalists, is there one Brewer, if you could only pick one, that you wish would have been slid in there in comparison to someone else that's on there? Which Brewer should have made that finalist list?
You're talking about position players?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's strong case for Bryce Terang, a strong case for William Contreras. I think you can put Cheerio in there or Vaughn. I mean, I know they've missed a month, but they're putting up numbers that some of those guys haven't put up yet. But I think there was like somebody on there that got a lot of votes, or maybe they got on there, I don't know, that played in like 13 games. So I think it matters how many games you play. Like there needs to be a percentage there. And I'm still a little upset from 2000. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 2009, maybe. I don't know if that's true or not, but I had a chance at a AAA All-Star game. And I was really good, but it started off really bad. Like the first month was really bad, but then I hit a stride, had some great starts. And I was surprised when I wasn't an All-Star in AAA. And I talked to Don Money. Don Money was my manager. I think he called me in the office. He's like, yeah, sorry, you didn't make it. I played 15 years in AAA. I'm like, I just want to be an All-Star, man. What do I got to do? And anyway, he was like, well, when we voted like a month and a half ago. And I was like, how do you vote after just 1 month or maybe a month and a half of a season? That doesn't seem like a good way to do it either, because a lot can happen. And so anyway, things like that, like why? I think that's good that they hold off on the pitchers in a way, because you don't know what they're able to do. They can string together some really good stuff and change numbers if that's the case, but they should probably do that with position players a little bit as well.
Tim Dillard joining us on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. One more, my friend, before we let you get back to bed. The Miz, the Miz is pitching tonight at AmFam for the first time since his whole complete game one hitter thing. Will he be amped? And take us back to a time when you had an incredible game similar to that. Did it hang on with you the next time you pitched in that same spot?
Yeah, I've never done anything close to that. I'm kidding. I've had several. No, actually, there was a game in Memphis one time. It was a day game. It was supposed to be a doubleheader, and ended up throwing 8 innings. We went extras. I think I got a base hit or got on base somehow, scored the only run or drove in the only run. We won 1-0. But in that game, I gave up a hit to Tyler Green. Next batter grounded into a double play and ended up facing the minimum. So through 8 innings, faced the minimum. I don't even think I struck out, but a couple of guys. That wasn't my thing. I relied heavily on the defense. They were diving everywhere. It was great. When you get to experience something like that, I mean, it shows, okay, I can do that. I've been there. I've thrown 9-inning complete games before. My last one was in 2019, but it'd been a 10-year span, but it never becomes less unspecial. You're always like, this is the pinnacle. This is what I can do. It becomes your goal. Every time you go out there, it's, I know I can do this. But before that, it was, can I do this? So I think every time he goes on the mound, his goal is, I want to throw the last pitch of this game for the Brewers. And at home, that's what it's going to look like. And I think that is how you should teach every starter, regardless of where they're at, because that's the goal. And again, it's a big deal when it goes from can I do it to yes, I did it and I want to do it again.
Well, we'll see you Saturday in Milwaukee for the series Cubs Brewers, or in Wisconsin form Brewers Cubs. Tim Dillard on Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Hey, thanks for getting up, bud. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Talk to you soon. The Wisconsin Sports Radio Network guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all. I mean, I know and expect that is the Tim Dillard that we're going to get, but every time I see him in a scarf, at home, it just catches me by surprise is all.
Tim is such a character. It's like you never know. You never know what you're going to get with him.
Beloved. When we get back, we got to put this golf bet to bed. Rami joins us from 9 to noon with John Kuhn and Rami Makloff. If you missed it, I sponsored Josh's X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge down at Summerfest. You can actually join Sparky there this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Tee up 3 balls, $10 for a chance to hit a hole-in-one. The first person to hit a hole-in-one wins $5,000. We'll see you today at the X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge at Summerfest. And if you were there last night, you saw Josh there at the X Golf Hole-in-One Challenge. And it didn't go well.
No. Well, no, it didn't.
But did it go well enough?
That's the question.
We're inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Hey, do you want to score free Wendy's Frosty Classics this summer? Well, when the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, proud high A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers, record 10 strikeouts in a game, you can go to any Wisconsin Wendy's and get a free small Frosty Classic. Follow the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers on Twitter and Instagram as they post after every game with 10 strikeouts. The offer is good for only 24 hours following the game, so pay attention and then go get that free Frosty Classic.
Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Joining us now from our friends from 9 to noon with John Kuhn and Rami Makloff, Mr. Rami Makloff.
Morning, boys.
So, unlike last week, Rami, good morning, we were unable to figure out this whole golf thing because you and I made a bet last week, and then Josh was supposed to go there last weekend to fulfill this bet. He did not, but he did last night. Of course, though, there's drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
All right. Well, there's first of all, we were like, since this was a week ago, what even was the bet? So I went back, I found it.
I thought it was that you could land it on the green.
That is what it sounds like happened.
Ish. Do you gamble?
Every here and there, like if I find myself in a Pato or
want to do a side bet?
Go to Vegas, I'll be like, let me put some money down.
Side bet?
Sure. What you got?
So I just sponsored Josh's golfing at the X Golf thing at Summerfest. Sent him $10.
Yeah.
But I'm figuring out a way to get my $10 back. So Sparky says, does Josh even get it onto the green? Rami, no? Then I'll take yes for $10.
Okay.
We on?
Sure. Yeah.
Wow,
You are about to lose $20.
There we go. And that was the bet. Was could I get it on the green? Here's where the semantics start. It didn't stay on the green. So I hit one and it touched, but then it went smoking, like it essentially used the green as a landing point before it went another 40 yards.
Honestly, I'm impressed that you even touched the green. Like as a non-golfer, and as I said last week, I ride my bike past that hole-in-one challenge frequently, and I look at it and I'm like, how does anybody do that? The fact you touched the green is impressive to me.
Now here's the other thing.
So wait, pause there. Does that win the bet?
My understanding, again, not a golfer, don't really follow golf, but my understanding of the term "on the green" means it lands and sticks on the green. Am I off on that?
Here's the bad news. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you lose.
Yeah, I think you lost, Trevor.
So text me your Venmo.
I will do that.
Worst bet ever. But
give me my money, man.
Let's just hypothetically say it would have stayed on the green.
Yes.
This is where more drama comes in.
It was not within 3 balls. It was on the 4th ball.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I definitely won.
Okay.
Wait, which ball was the warm-up ball, though? We don't know that.
Right. That could have been right. Oh, come on.
The challenge is 3 swings.
There's not
the
a
challenge is
warm-up
3 swings of the club. If he didn't do it on the first 3, I won. Even if he stuck it, even if he got it in the hole on the 4th one.
Now
I think I still won.
Here's my caveat to that. It was part of a bar crawl by the time we got to Summerfest.
Oh boy.
Okay. So usually when you're golfing, you're having a few beverages, having a couple 2-tree throughout the round.
Sure.
Not before you pick up a club.
Well,
okay. Second, I'm a lefty. They have way more clubs available for righties.
Sure.
Than they do lefties.
Because that's normal.
normal.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I was there with a bunch of the shirt nerds who thought this would be more fun if we all got a "You Suck, Josh" chant started as I was doing it. And then they were getting other people who didn't even know me to join in chanting "You Suck, Josh" as I was trying to win Trevor back his $10.
I love that. Well, Trevor, I'll send you my Venmo.
Appreciate it.
By the way, should I know what shirt nerds are? You just said that like it was a thing we're all familiar
we talked
with.
about it. Well, yeah. So the shirt brand I wear, Roosevelt's.
Yes.
There's a cult of us that also wear. I'm not the only person that wears these shirts.
There is. Well, I know you're not the only one, but I didn't know that.
Yes,
like,
there's a group.
Was a community.
There's a group of us. Yeah, and so I host a meetup once a year of people from all across the country that come in, and I show off Milwaukee. And we're going to the Brewers Cubs game on Saturday, and
hosts a meetup.
Yep.
How many people, Rami, do you think qualifies as a hey, let's get together?
Like 10?
Yeah, right. Josh, how many?
So on Saturday, we're going to have 70 people at the Brewer game.
Okay.
That's a cult.
And
I mean,
10 is a group of friends. 70 is a cult.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, it sounds like you are.
That's when you know it's a cult.
Right.
When you have to say that.
I use the word cult. I'm not denying it. I drink the Kool-Aid.
Respectfully.
But it's like the things that people build communities and like groups around is weird to me, man. And maybe I need more community in my life.
I think you do.
And more things that I should really get into and find other people that are really into. But even the things I'm really into, I don't like seek out other people that are into that thing. I do stand-up comedy. It's hard not to like find friends who are also in stand-up comedy when you do it, because you're all out at the same place at the same time, and it's sort of a social venue where you're at. But like, I don't know, man, other stuff, like I just enjoy it by myself in the privacy of my own home. I don't go out seeking other people who, like, I love Jordans. I'm sure there are Jordan meetups.
Yeah, there's
plenty
of sneakerheads. Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't.
If you don't join those cults, how do you end up having people chant "You suck, Rami" at you as you try to win someone $10?
Trust me,
Life
it
goals. Life goals. Life goals. Well, this is usually when we say, "Hey, what's up next from 9 to noon with John Kuhn and Rami Makloff?" But we are fresh out of time. I'm gonna guess you're just going to talk about that team that you like. Yeah,
we'll talk Cubs, Brewers. We'll talk Bucks. Lots and much. Like a lot is going on right now. We're getting into all of it.
Inside Wisconsin Sports with Trevor and Josh. Our thanks to Tim Dillard for joining us today. All of you, amazing top 5 lists on a Top 5 Friday. We appreciate that. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. We'll see you Monday. I'm working Monday.
Yes, you are, because we're not done yet.